hit it high.
Yeah? Maybe it's because it's short. Whatever. Yeehaw! Well, welcome to the episode of Hunting for Dummies where, okay, I shot it, now what? You've got this nice little turd right here that we're getting ready to field dress. But a nice little trick I learned some years ago from somebody who's much better at this than I am is before we even get started here, we're going to take care of this derriere. You hear people using butt plugs and everything else. Nice little trick, starting here, pulling that out, just using a simple zip strip to lock it out and tie it off. You can let it go, slides back in the body cavity, doesn't make a difference. You can toss this deer around and back behind a truck and it'll work just fine. So as you can see, you don't want that in. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a leaf or something here. Let's just get that out of the way. There you go. Everybody hold that right there for me, please. What do you do? Shoot him when he's getting ready to poo? Alright, so put this somewhere you're not going to lose it. Which, right on the foot, works really well. I picked up these little razor knives. They're awesome for this job right here. For the simple reason that all you got to do is just pull the tissue like that and you can surgically just kind of cut the tissue away. I think this one's not too dull. But it does a good job of cutting around the soft skin and the tissue. You can just give it a little pull back once you get a little, like so. And always carrying a little bit of gloves around, always a good idea, so you're not getting any sniffers. Get a little cut right there. Get it started. Now once you get it started like that, reach up here, grab your, here's a secret to this. Just where the tissue's starting to break free, if you reach in, like so, and we'll cut a little bit more around. As you can see, that tissue's giving away pretty easy. It doesn't take much. Trim around. Might as well take care of the goriest part first, right? Smells like cattle farm. That's basically all you're going to do with this. This is the part that most people get freaked out about because they're not exactly sure how to do it without getting gunk everywhere. That's your whole goal. You're just kind of following the tissue line underneath. As you can see, eventually get to the point where you're just cutting soft tissue and it'll pull right out. So once you have it like here, as you can see where it's ready to pull, take your little sphincter plug, reach through and pull that through, like so. You can actually go to where, like back here, give it a little tug. As you can see, no matter what happens now, I must have stuck that in the ground one too many times. As you can see, whatever happens now, all you got to do is just cut your soft tissue around there, get that wood chip off, and you can actually use that to pull to get this off. Make sure you're not going to break anything open. So now when Geeb goes in through to get this out, you got something to hold on to. It's a little bit easier to hold on to. So now once you split it up here and take the genitals and everything else out, this slides back in. It's not a problem. You got a pull handle. All right. First we'll do you call a gutting hook. And a lot of people, some people use one, some people use two, 3 or 4 different knives.
Hold this.
Oh, here, I'll get that. You keep filming. Get my hands open. That little gut hook will grab the inside of that tissue. As you see, it leaves the bowels line. I go all the way down just above the penis. Okay. Just go to one side or the other. Doesn't matter which.
Go around?
Yep. Just go right down the side. And we'll lay it out to the side. There you go. That's good right there. And then you can use the knife to fillet that away. That's good there.
All right.
Now, two things you don't want to do is perforate any bowels or stomach matter. And in the process, you want to try to keep away from all the glands on the legs and keep from rupturing those, especially during the rut when they're stinky. You'll know when you get them, don't worry. What he's doing now is, this one's a little young, so it's a little easier. You can cut up that rib cage a little, spread, give yourself some room. And you can actually reach up and get the esophagus out and pull the stomach and everything forward. Now, where do you go from here? Do you go finish the bottom, or you just take the throat and pull it all out?
I get the throat and then I just pull it out.
Okay. All he's doing now is getting that connecting tissue to the rib cage. Now at this point right now, with all the CWD, TB, and all the other stuff that these deer are contracting, you want to take a look at the lungs and the rib cage. If they've got if they have any type of lung disease like tuberculosis, you'll see little bumps on that. This one's young, so he's not going to have anything that's going to warrant that.
There's the windpipe.
Yep, there's the windpipe. So you just grab that and kind of pull everything forward. Here, I'll hold the knife. And take one hand and start peeling everything out from the back side of the body cavity while you're peeling on the, there's the heart. Kind of just flop it out on the ground. Now it's just a matter of peeling everything else out. And oddly enough, most of this you just grab with your hands and yank out. It's not hard to do at all. You see, it's a nice dressing. Now you have to go in there with your knife and cut the rest of that tissue out from the inside. What I usually do is just take it along my finger like that, feel down around there, and just take the tip of it and cut all the tissue off. Or, I'll give you that. You can, since it's loose, if you hold that for a second, I'll take a look at it here, see how much of it I can cut right here. So, a lot of times, this is what I talk about, it's mostly by feel. Once you've done it enough times, you can just scrape it along the inside of the pelvis, and that tissue will come loose, and then you can just grab the rest of it from the inside. And most of the connecting tissue is right on the back of between the spine and the hips for this. You still got a little bit of smell to them. You should be able to reach in there and grab a lot of this out now. Let me get this right here. Okay, try reach up there as far as you can, and you'll see it start to pull free. Sometimes you take your knife from the inside and pull it.
I've never.
Oh,
easy, Dave.
Close. Sharp enough. Now, one thing you can do if you're having trouble is go ahead and finish this cut right here. Whoops. Where you just take this, go right along the meat, and especially with a little buck, because he'll have his nards and stuff sitting in there you want to take out as well. So I'll take and just go ahead and cut it down. Cut the hip bone. Just on one side is fine. And cut that free from the connective tissue. Right there. If you cut down like that, it'll give you a little bit more space. Right on the inside of that hip. Now you can actually go in and you can actually reach in right here. There's the rest of your tissue and stuff right there. And you can reach up with your fingers and pull it. Once you grab the back side of that strap up there with the tips of your fingers, it'll just, you kind of just grab it and yank it out just like you do the esophagus. Having trouble getting it? There you go. And there comes your zip strip. Now once you get it to here, just take your whatever connective tissue you got left, give it a pull, cut away the rest. You still have his stuff right here for these little bucks. Watch your fingers. All I do is just cut away on the other side, go into the soft tissue there. Because you don't want that leaking all over, and see how it goes all the way back. And right till you get to the back, that's everything. That's the easiest way to get these out. So now you have everything gutted. Nothing left. We're down to just the bone and tissue on the back. It's great to hang if you want to get other bucks in there. Nice field dressed and good to go.